Warning. Any advice or opinion given in this video should not be taken seriously. We are not medical professionals, and we highly recommend you take the unfactual, ridiculous advice of the expert overlords on TV. What is going on, everybody? How are you? Welcome back to the Swap News Network Breaking Report. It is a new series I'm doing every time something breaking comes out. I'm going to do a little video for you because we got some crazy breaking news on Christmas. I mean, it's just crazy, guys. We've got some breaking news that there was a massive... I mean, when I first saw it when it first broke, I was like, okay, there was an explosion in Nashville. A car exploded or something. This thing took out like a whole block. I mean, this was an explosion, and now there's even more coming out about it, the story. So I was like, all right, I got to get on the airwaves and talk about this breaking news, because I literally eat, sleep, and breathe news. I love it. I love the news. I just love it. I love information. Information is knowledge. Knowledge is power. That's my opinion. But all right, let's get to this breaking story, guys. All right, guys. So we have got this breaking story coming out of Nashville. We have got an investigation underway after a Nashville vehicle explosion. FBI is searching for clues into the intentional explosion of an RV, which shattered windows and spread debris all over downtown Nashville early this morning. So I'm going to play this clip for you guys that kind of describes a little bit what happened, and then I'm going to go even a step further to break the news that just came out about what they found. They're investigating. So let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. We're going to open this up. All right, let's check this out.
This video posted on the internet appears to capture the explosion. The powerful blast sent smoke rising, shattered windows, and damaged over a dozen buildings in the immediate area outside an AT&T transmission building in downtown Nashville. Police say they...
Is it a coincidence that it's outside an AT&T transmission building? Depending on how much damage happened to that building, we'll have to
received a report of shots fired there around 5:30 a.m. and arrived to find this RV parked on the street with a loudspeaker playing a warning.
As officers responded, they encountered an RV that had a recording saying that a potential bomb would detonate within 15 minutes.
Police began clearing the area, and the bomb went off about 6:30. One officer was knocked to the ground, but no one was seriously hurt. It blew out the windows in the apartment of a musician across the street.
My windows completely caved into my apartment complex, and it woke me up immediately. And next thing you know, all we're hearing is screams and the sirens going off.
Investigators say they have no idea who was responsible. If it was an act of terrorism, it was an unconventional one, a bombing designed for a time and place where few people would be around. That could suggest the target was a specific building.
The vehicle explosion occurred outside 166 2nd, the AT&T building. We do not know if that was a coincidence or whether that was the intention.
The blast knocked out phone and internet service in some parts of...
All right, now just a little inside baseball for you guys. Just so you know, when they do news stories like this, and everybody's going to say I'm crazy for thinking this, but this is proven. To me, I've connected so many dots and seen so many stories using this same exact thing, and you guys may too, may know about it, but whenever it's like, you know, the deep state or the Illuminati doing something, they always throw these numbers into the times. It's not the actual time it happened, but of course AT&T building is 166 Street or 166 whatever street, the AT&T building. And another thing they do is the Illuminati. I know when they put a hit out on somebody and they're reporting on that hit, the news will their script will put a 4 in there, and when other people hear that 4, they know that the Illuminati's the ones that did the hit. So it's just, I don't know. We're already dropping the terrorism word, and this whole thing just seems sketchy to me right here, because let me tell you real quick, that explosion right there does not look like some dude in his garage putting some RV bomb together. That would have been a little teeny explosion. That blew that whole block off. There was like C4, like military explosives, in my opinion. But let's keep listening here.
Of Nashville and surrounding areas, communication problems forced the Nashville airport to shut down for part of the day. Investigators are looking at whether the target was the AT&T building. Some conspiracy websites repeat the baseless notion that they're used for mass surveillance. That's just one possible theory.
Some conspiracy websites. So some websites that like to get to the truth of things. They don't just take mainstream media's word for it. But that's what they want, though. That's why the mainstream media has to call people like myself, conspiracy theorists, because we are spreading the truth to other people. They don't want anybody to know the truth. They want you to sit there and listen to them, get your info from only them, so that they can control what goes on in your brain.
FBI is asking for public help from anyone who saw that RV in Nashville.
Okay, now.
My first Zoom glam party on Portal. Now,
Okay. Second story. Human remains found at site of Nashville RV explosion. A parked recreational vehicle exploded in downtown Nashville, Tennessee on Christmas morning in what Nashville police believe was an intentional attack. Nashville police officers were first called to a report of shots fired. Police said there was no evidence of shots fired, but there were announcements coming from the RV saying a potential bomb would detonate within 15 minutes, police said. Officers were working to evacuate nearby buildings when around 6:30 a.m. the RV exploded, blowing out the windows of nearby buildings. Human remains have been found at the scene of the explosion in downtown Nashville, multiple law enforcement sources told ABC News. The remains have not been identified, and it's unclear whether they're identifiable. We found tissue that we believe could be human remains. Well, is it could be, or are they? Because up top it said it's definitely human remains. Down here it says it could be human remains. Metro Nashville Police Chief John Drake said at a press conference Friday evening, "We'll have that examined and we'll be able to tell you from that point." Here's a couple pictures of it. Wow, I mean, just look at that, guys. Like, this is the picture right here that made me feel like this was not some dude in his garage just like pissed at the police or pissed at whoever. Like, this was, and anytime you see FBI and ATF on the scene, like within like an hour, I mean, something's weird about it. Something is not right here. It's like the ATF and the FBI were like on standby, ready to go, knew this was going down. Just in my opinion, I just don't, a lot of these things don't add up to me. The explosion knocked one officer to the ground. Another officer sustained temporary hearing loss. 3 people were taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Here's another little video of it. We'll check this out real quick, because I didn't see this one yet. This must be right after it happened. well orchestrated bomb. This was not some pissed off dude blowing up a RV. This dude must live there, and that must be his apartment. Yeah, he must live there, and that must be his apartment. He must live right by here. Oh, he says he heard gunfire 15 minutes before the explosion rocked this building. Alright guys, so that's the breaking report for you. I hope you guys enjoyed. Guys, I just want to say real quick that my friend Jeffy P and I were talking about this earlier, that it always just seems like when the FBI and the ATF come on the scene, like it's going to be cover-ups and corruption, and why not just let the local cops handle that? Why does the FBI and the ATF need to be there for an explosion? I just don't know why the FBI, whatever. I'm not an FBI or an ATF agent, but it just doesn't seem like they need to be there for, a one-street explosion. I mean, something like, a whole bunch of people being killed. I can see, but nobody was killed. Like, so what is the FBI and ATF taking over for? Is it possible? I have a feeling it's that 166 whatever street AT&T building. Something's up with that building. In my opinion. Is that it right there? No, that's a steakhouse. Anyway, guys, this explosion's massive. But that's my breaking news report for you. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys tomorrow for our normal... Actually, no. You know what? Tomorrow we're starting our new 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock... Well, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I like to do just one. Because then I feel like, you guys may not be able to tune in throughout the day. So you might want to just do the one at night. But I don't know. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I hope everybody enjoyed this breaking news report. And I love everybody. I salute you. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you check out the American Pride Reinforcement Party over on Discord. Make sure you check out BitChute. Make sure you go over to our main channel and subscribe over there. There's lots of content over there, guys. Lots of content. All right, everybody. I hope you have a great night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.